When you're seeing this video, the Flight of the Phoenixes challenge is out right now. Now, it says casual play, collect 8 wins for rewards, so you shouldn't be able to lose. However, sometimes when things come out, they're always different. You never know for sure. And because we're showing you guys the best deck before the challenge comes out, so most of you guys can use this deck to absolutely dominate. That means we're not actually in the challenge yet, but the deck we've made today is going to help you guys dominate and get 8 wins easily to get this sick emo. Now, quickly how it works, there's going to be Phoenixes flying in from both sides of the arena. It's going to be chaotic, so that, of course, means you need some great answers, you need some great defense, and that is exactly what we have for you today in this deck right here. Now you have the giant skeleton, he's tanky, he's going to be able to absolutely just destroy elixir golem pushes. You guys already know the executioner tornado combo is also going to be absolutely broken. You have the lightning, and it's a little bit of a heavier deck, but the 4.4 average elixir cost isn't too bad. Now you have the zappies, once again just a really good answer against Phoenix. You can split them up, they'll split take out both lanes. They also just stun the Phoenixes quite a lot, so the Phoenix really can't get a lot of value. You have the Phoenix again, because obviously if you get enough Phoenixes, you will just win games. It will be easy wins. You have the flying machine because it's got that range. It's also going to be fantastic going behind your giant skeleton and stuff like that. And then you have the guards to help you take down eggs. And honestly, what we might do here is we might swap in the arrows for the guards, just because the arrows are obviously going to be very effective at taking out those eggs. But I thought guards would also be a good option. So this is interchangeable. You can go in with the arrows for guards, or you could go in with the guards version. Now let's go ahead and get into some matches and show you guys how to use this deck. Game number 1's already underway. Let's get it going. AD3. Now obviously we're not actually in the challenge yet because the reasoning is it's not even out yet, obviously. But let's go ahead, see what we can do against AD3, show you guys exactly how to use this deck. He gives us some love. Let's give him some love back. Let's wait and just go guards at the bridge. Why not? We're going to keep our giant skeleton. We're going to keep our executioner. We don't know when we might need them. So we see the goblins come down, only level 9, bro. Let's just go ahead and giant skeleton in the back. After seeing those puny little goblins, we're going to go ahead. We could tornado the hog rider, but let's not. Let's just wait a second here. See if we can get this giant skeleton to get some value for us. Obviously, the hog rider is going to get a lot more damage because of that, but hey, we might be able to get a nice tower take here in the counter push. So that's going to be the goal. Let's go into the flying machine in the back. We might see some good lightning value here depending on what the opponent gives us, and we will. Let's go ahead and just wait though. Let's go ahead and lightning this actually. 5 elixir, going down to pretty much 6 elixir. That's honestly not too bad. The executioner will die to the flying machine in 1 hit. Not too bad. The flying machine's moving up. We're going to need to see an ice spirit. We're going to need to see goblins or something, but he's probably not going to place them, and we did some good damage. We definitely didn't do as much damage as we wanted there, which is all good. Let's go ahead and Phoenix this. We're going to be able to tornado the hog rider this time, which is going to be really nice. We're going to be able to get that king tower activation, and when you have king tower against hog riders, guys, that is going to be really, really nice for you. Unfortunately, the goblin did a lot of damage there, but hey, that's all good. We're just going to save up. The Phoenix he's going to need to spend probably an executioner on, and there it is. 5 elixir coming down for 4 elixir. That's, of course, a lot of elixir. Let's go ahead and executioner of our own. We'll be able to, of course, save up now for the giant skeleton and get a giant skeleton executioner push. Maybe even throw in some zappies on top. But wow, we see the rocket there. That's going to be pretty effective. Let's go into the giant skeleton here. We're also going to go ahead and toss down a flying machine, knowing that he's pretty much probably going to have to go into the Valkyrie. Let's actually zappies instead. We could have flying machined, but let's go into the zappies, knowing that he's got the goblins. The log comes out. Guys, that's going to be an effective defense for him. Well played, sir. We're going to need to definitely break through here. Let's go ahead and go into the Phoenix, because why not? We know he has the ice spirit. We know that this zappy is going to target the tower and get at least a hit, which is beautiful for us. Let's go ahead and wait what we can see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. That's going to go down. Let's go ahead and go into the flying machine here. I would expect him to go the hog rider. We're going to go into some early guards, and then we're also going to NATO. We don't want this hog getting any hits. Executioner should go down. Not too bad. We see the NATO come down from him. Interesting NATO there. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go in with an executioner of our own, trying to make sure he can't rocket this, although he might be able to if he has quick enough reaction time. Let's go into the giant skeleton. Let's go into the Phoenix here. I do believe, actually, we might get some good lightning value, guys. We are going to go ahead and lightning this. We see the Valkyrie come down. We're going to make sure that executioner dies, basically. That's the biggest thing there. Our giant skeleton will go down, which is definitely unfortunate. We're going to need to zappies this because I'd expect his hog rider to come down any moment now. Let's go into the Phoenix in front of these zappies. Phoenix zappy is going to be a pretty good combo. Let's go ahead and tornado this executioner in. He goes into the NATO as well. Pretty good NATO from the opponent, and I think that actually might be game because we have just, oh wow, the egg did mess up that hog rider for a second. If the hog rider gets more than like 1 hit, that would be really bad. Luckily it didn't. But this is coming down to the wire. This is where this deck is going to be better in the challenge than it is right now. Because right now, obviously, this guy is Rocket. We are kind of screwed. We're going to just have to try and take him out right here, pretty much. In the challenge, people might carry Rocket as well, but most likely not. Because, obviously, the Phoenix, guys, it's just going to respawn if you Rocket it. So it's not going to be an ideal card in the challenge. And there comes a Rocket on defense. He does miss quite a few things there. The Phoenix is going to be able to move up. We have guards. We have a whole bunch of things happening right now. now. We see the log come down. The Phoenix Egg will be able to respawn nearly. Oh my goodness, let's get the lightning down. We hit him with it, and that's game. That's where this deck can get so good. But yeah, once again, in the challenge, it'll actually be stronger because everyone's going to be having other cards. You're also going to have... you have great answers to other Phoenixes, stuff like that, where people are going to just get overwhelmed by all of the Phoenixes spawning. This deck is going to be so good at defense, while everyone else is focused on taking towers. You're going to be able to defend everything and then have huge counter pushes that no one's going to be able to stop, kind of like what just happened in the last match. So we're going against the E now. Let's say good luck. Let's see what this guy's got going on. This will probably be the last match of the day. Let's go in for some Zappy split, see what else he's got going on. And yeah, once again, you have no buildings. So when you're facing Hog Rider, that's going to be one of the more difficult matchups for this deck, to be honest. When you're facing Hog Rider, you're going to want to make sure that you know that you're going to need the Tornado to get that King Tower, because otherwise you might have a rough time. So there's the Zappies. We see a Witch. Zappies did some good work. We decided to Lightning the Ram Rider and Firecracker, which I'm honestly happy about. Let's go ahead and just Phoenix this Witch. We'll take her down. We see the Goblin Gang over here. We'll go ahead and NATO, take that all out as well. And now we have a Phoenix moving in. He's going to need to spend some more Elixir here, and depending on what he places, I mean, an Executioner, a Wizard. Okay, Wizard. Interesting. Wizard should pretty much die there. That's beautiful. We could go into the Giant Skeleton, but we do know. What does he have? I can't remember the first card he played. What was it? A Witch. It was a Witch. Okay. Let's go in for a Giant Skeleton in the back. Then I think we might Executioner behind. And we would like to get our Executioner in cycle with our Tornado. That would be ideal. I would expect him to go with a Witch against this Giant Skeleton. That's why we want to place the... Oh, okay. Firecracker. Interesting. Alright, we did know we had that. Let's go in with this. Let's go in with some Zappies. We will be able to actually take this mini P.E.K.K.A down now. Beautiful. Flying Machine's going to get distracted. We're just going to guard this. I know it's a lot of Elixir to be spending right now, but the Zappies might help this Giant Skeleton move up a little bit. Flying Machine's getting great value. The Firecracker dies. Guards on the left he's got to be careful of as well, guys. They might get some hits there, and as you see, the Flying Machine doing a bunch of damage to the right side. We get a bit of damage on both sides here, so that kind of opens the lanes. We could go either way with this one, which is quite nice, and having that lead is pretty huge. So let's see what we can do now. I'm going to go ahead and just Phoenix this, knowing that he's probably going to have to either Witch this or go in with the Goblin Gang. And there's the Witch, so he's going to have to Goblin Gang this right side, and there we go. The Goblin Gang, it's going to kill itself because of that placement, and we're still going to get a little bit of Phoenix value out of it. And the Executioner will be a 5-for-5 Elixir trade against the Witch. That is absolutely awesome. So we might be able to actually sneak down a Giant Skeleton in front. We could have. I decided against it, though. Let's go into the Flying Machine. Let's also just see what else he's got going on. Let's go ahead and Zappies this. We're going to definitely get some good Zappies value here. We're going to go ahead and Guards. Guards are going to need to put in some work, guys. Let's go ahead and Tornado this. We're going to... Nice, we stunned the mini P.E.K.K.A. That's huge. Huge Tornado there. Firecracker's going to get some value. Let's go ahead and see if we can Lightning this Ram Rider, guys. That Rage spell does hurt. It might get a little bit of damage here, but honestly, nothing terrible. We were able to tag up that right side tower, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead, go in with this. Lumberjack's going to get on our tower, guys. Executioner should be pretty good at tanking, though. We take everything out. He has done a lot of damage, though. Undeserved damage, I'd say. Let's go in for some Guards underneath. Let's go in with a NATO. Let's hit him with it. Nice. The Guards, everything should die here. The Bomber, everything like that. Let's go ahead and Zappies this. The Zappies are going to be huge. Can we get him down in time, please? Nice, we do. All right, massive. That actually dies. That's actually clutch, bro. We're going to Flying Machine right side. We see the Lumberjack. He is spamming right now. He is full-on spamming us. The Flying Machine value here on the Witch was incredible. Let's go in with another Phoenix. Let's go in with some stuff here, knowing that he's going to be struggling, guys. The Phoenix moving in. We're going to see a Bomber. We're going to see some sort of Firecracker at some point. We do miss the Tornado, unfortunately, but the Guards sneak under. That is going to be a lot of damage, guys. He's going to need to be careful because we are now in lightning range, and that is game. It's a sneaky deck, right? Okay, it's not lightning range, but nearly, though. Nearly. We're going to be able to cycle back to our Tornado. I'm going to expect him to Ram Rider left side. We'll see if he actually does. Witch comes down. We can just obviously Giant Skeleton the Witch if we'd like to. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go in with a Phoenix over here. We have now NATO ready to go. It does 58 and we need 59. That's actually rough. Let's go ahead and just Guards and then we'll Lightning it. All good. The Guards take that down. As long as it doesn't whip out like a rocket and a bunch of stuff, we win. So big game there. Awesome win. A really good example of why this deck is so good, guys. So 2 decks there where we didn't even need a building, as you saw. Like, those were 2 not the best matchups. We're still able to get it done nice and easy. 2-0 on the day. You guys see what's going on. This deck has a lot of great defensive answers there. For the Ram Rider, it's actually a little rough. You need the Zappies and cycle with the Ram Rider once you're playing a deck like that. But yeah, it should be pretty easy in the challenge. So best of luck to you guys in the challenge. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Master Diddy-san, out.